having a why to live for. If you have a why, you can overcome any how. Nietzsche says this, and this is one of the main tenets of Viktor Frankl's Logotherapy. It's a funny little story. I was in Zagreb, Croatia, about a year and 2 months ago. It was maybe mid-August, late August, and I was on the phone with my nephew, Kyle. I was like, early retirement for me just isn't going to work. And then I found I logged back on to my Strava app, which is an exercise app, and I started signing up for the challenges. So that's when I did one of my first 400 kilometer in a month challenges. Because it's as Nietzsche says, if there is a why, you can overcome any how, which is which is one of Viktor Frankl's main tenets of his logotherapy. You have to have a why in order to be fulfilled, in order to have a reason to get up every day. And I've been fortunate since I was 10 to know I wanted to be a teacher. And I ran away from that for about 15, 20 years until I finally went back and studied. I was actually teaching long before I had degrees, but I gave up the idea of teaching for a while. If you have the why, if you have something to wake up for every day, then it gives your life meaning, and that gives your life purpose, and that gives your life perspective. I'm so very blessed that I've had professions that I've loved doing, and writing and teaching. Traveling has been a profession. And I specifically wanted to stop here where I think this is a famous photog, as we say in the industry, a famous photographer whom I need to look up, because this is someone who may have started doing, just like these graffiti artists, may have started doing photography as a hobby when they were 9 or 12 or 15. And then when she got older, she turned that into a profession. And just like I was saying the other day with Sean Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens, keep the end in mind and be proactive. So if you're proactive and you say, this is what I want to do, this is what I will do, and you go and get the mentors, and then you do as Bradbury says, you always try to live your life. The things that you do should be the things that you love, and the things that you love should be the things that you do. So very often you find, like Cheech Marin, comedian, and he's most famous for his Cheech and Chong movies. He's a real great artist. He has used the money from the silly movies that he made of promoting smoking and getting stoned, and been a really decent comedic writer, and he parlayed that into another whole career of being an artist who's highly respected in that field now as well. It has been for 15, 20 years. So it's not to say that you just need to focus on one thing, although the professionals say that's what you should do. Professionals say you should focus on one thing. When you look at some of the richest gurus in the world, Warren Buffett and others, they say, put all your eggs in one basket. Find the one thing that you think is going to be the mover and shaker for the next, half a century, and invest all your energy into that one stock. Some people think, having a plan B is planning for failure. I disagree with that. I think many people often are stuck in jobs or stuck in places where they're doing what they have to do just to pay rent and feed the kids and stuff, but they can still paint every few hours a week. They can still get out and do marathons once a month. They can still do the things that they want to do, paint on walls, and go for what they really believe in, and do things that make them come alive. So these people who did all this artwork, some of them, it's their primary job. This is what they do. Like Autograph, whom I met in Amsterdam. Others are in school right now. They're going to university. They're studying law. They're studying medicine. They're studying astrophysics, and I am the Alpha and the Omega. Yes, you are.